Hello, I welcome you all to this special webinar on building scalable web applications on AWS. My name is Debashish Roy. I'm the Senior Network Analyst at the Indian Cybersecurity Solutions. And today we'll discuss about how to build the web apps. Like you have in Azure, the web apps, and also in AWS, you have different tools to deploy the web applications. Say you are building a web application for a website or a mobile app, like you are having the Google Play Store or Apple iStore there. So like that, how to deploy, how to build those applications, let's discuss. So how to architect the scalable web applications on AWS using the Beanstalk, Elastic Beanstalk and Elastic Container Service, ECS. These are the main two tools that you will use to actually build and deploy the web apps. So what is a scalable web application? It is essential for handling increased user demand. So scalability means that if too much load is coming on one web app, then definitely you are having multiple instances of web apps running, because if you're running only one single instance, then definitely it will be too much load on that instance. So you have to have the scalability there. A number of instances should grow. And we'll explore how to architect these applications on AWS, focusing on Beanstalk and Elastic Container Service for optimal performance and reliability here. Now, AWS offers a variety of services that facilitate the development of scalable applications. Key services include EC2, S3, and ECS. Now, EC2 is the Elastic Compute Cloud that we know about, the VM that is running. S3 is a storage, simple storage service, and ECS is the Elastic Container Service. So these services facilitate the development of scalable applications. So the scalable applications mean these services. And understand these services is crucial for leveraging the full potential in application architecture. So now what is the Elastic Beanstalk? Now Beanstalk is a powerful tool for managing application performance and scalability. Now with this, you can develop and deploy the web apps there. Now it provides features like load balancing and automatic scaling, like auto scaling feature that we know in the AWS environment. That is also possible in case of Beanstalk, making it easier to handle traffic spikes. Spike means when the load is growing higher. So you have to handle that spike without compromising user experience. Another is Amazon Elastic Container Service, ECS. Now, what is that? It simplifies the deployment and management of containerized applications. Like we know that Docker container we have. So, virtual machine is also like a container, but it actually contains the entire virtual machine, entire EC2. So, it is a big, heavy container, you can say. But Docker container as a whole, it is not so heavy. It say it contains some codes or some documents. So it is not having that entire virtual machine there. So it is light. ECS allows developers to run applications in Docker containers and are enhancing portability and scalability. Now, using Beanstalk, developers can achieve high availability and fault tolerance. Now, it automatically scales applications. Now, its scaling capabilities ensure that applications can handle varying loads efficiently, thus improving overall performance. ECS and microservices. Now, ECS is ideal for deploying microservices architecture. Now, by breaking applications into smaller manageable services, now that microservice means that you are creating a smaller applications, you are breaking the larger, bigger applications. Now, teams can develop, deploy, and scale components independently, leading to enhanced agility and faster recycle release rates. Now, load balancing strategies should be there also. Like implementing effective load balancing strategy with the Elastic Load Balancer is very crucial for your performance, because if you are deploying these web apps and there is no load balancer, for instance, then anybody can attack your application. Anybody can actually send a lot of data, bulk data, and actually your server may be down. So definitely you should have application load balancers that are deployed with this web app. Now, AWS provides several options such as ALB, Application Load Balancer, which is targeted to the particular traffic on the application layer. Say the traffic, there's the HTTP traffic or the FTP traffic, and network load balancer that is definitely directed to the network layer traffics in the layer 3, the network layer, and to distribute incoming traffic efficiently. Again, the monitoring and logging is also important. Now, it is vital for maintaining application health. If you are not monitoring your server, you have deployed the load balancer, you have deployed the web apps, and you're thinking that yes, it is running smoothly, so everything is good. But yes, you have to monitor the health. Otherwise, if some issues happen suddenly, then your entire application will definitely fail. Like you are running a web server website, say an e-commerce site, and definitely it will be go down. Now, tools like CloudWatch and AWS X-Ray, these tools enable developers to track performance metrics and troubleshoot some issues, now ensuring optimal application performance. So definitely you should need to incorporate this in your server. Now, what are the security best practices here? Now, security should be a top priority when architecting applications. As you know, the security is paramount to the cloud applications. Now, implementing IAM roles, that I say always, identity and access management, these IAM roles should be there, using VPCs. Now, definitely you are say running some instances or web apps in some VPCs, and you should create the IAM roles, appropriate IAM roles for maintaining the security. Now, ensuring data encryption are essential practices to safeguard applications deployed on AWS. In this case, you can go for KMS, the key management service, for encrypting your data and your S3 instance. Then cost optimization techniques should be there, because cost management is crucial for scalable applications. Now you have to utilize AWS Cost Explorer to actually calculate the cost, the expenditure, and implementing auto scaling can help manage and optimize cost while ensuring performance during peak load hours. Now, case studies include that examining real-world case studies helps understand the practical application of Beanstalk and ECS. So you have to analyze those practical case studies in the real-world environment, and these examples demonstrate how companies achieve scalability and performance improvements using AWS services. So you have to research a lot before implementing these services. So we can conclude that architecting scalable web applications on AWS using the Beanstalk and ECS can definitely significantly enhance performance of your cloud server. And as you are migrating a lot of data, bulk of data every now and then to the cloud server, definitely these applications are vital for your growth. And by following best practices in deployment, monitoring, and security, now developers can create robust applications definitely. So that is about the discussion on the Beanstalk and ECS. And I can also take you to the AWS console here. As you can see, here I am, and in this Elastic Beanstalk. Here, if you search here, Elastic Beanstalk, you will get here, and there it uses a lot of programming languages like Java, .NET, PHP, Node.js, Python, Ruby, Go, and Docker, as well as Apache and this IIS, all these web servers. Now, definitely you can create some applications here. So you have to click on the create application button, and you can click on the web server environment here, and you can give the application name. Any name you can give. Application tag is optional, and here you can manage the platform. So in this platform, you can actually select any programming language, because this web app will be built on that language, on that platform. So they say .NET on Windows Server, or Core Linux, .NET Core on Linux, say Node.js or Java, anything. So you have to build that. You have to definitely make that. You have to do the coding for that, and then you can only deploy the web app. Without doing the coding, you cannot. So you can have the single instance, pre-eligible, or spot instance as well. You can use for this. Also high availability also you can say. Now click on next. Now here you have to before implementing that service, you have to choose the existing IAM role. So for that, you have to make an IAM role for here also. And if I go to previous, then here you have to deploy your code, your sample application, or upload your code. So here you have to upload the code either from your local file or from the S3 bucket. So S3 bucket, you can also store the code in the S3 bucket, and you can also upload it from here or from the sample application. So these things are crucial for you. So you have to make an IAM roles for deploying the applications. First, you have to build the application, the code, and then you have to create a service role, the IAM role. And also for the EC2 key pair, you can see a lot of key pairs are within my organization and within my PC there. So you can select a key pair for the instances. So everything you have to give here, you have to supply. And here I do not have any IAM roles. I haven't created any IAM roles for now. Now there you have to select the VPC, and you can select the instance subnet. Although I'm not running any subnet for now, but you have to select the subnet and the database also, because it is being deployed on the ES2 instances and the databases. And you have to click on next. And here you are having a container, default container, or you should have the root volume as SSD, also the provision IOPS there. And see the monitoring that I was talking about, the health monitoring should be there also for your apps. CloudWatch metrics you can also deploy in the app level. So everything about the health monitoring should be there. You can even go for the proxy server about the Apache, because this is related to the IIS or the Apache or any other web servers. And you can again click on the next, and then you are deploying that. But we are not going to deploy it right now because we haven't inserted any code for this. So if you do not insert any code, so it will not be running there. You have to code it first, and then only you can uh, get your web app. But anyway, I can click on the submit, and as you can see, it is running, and platform set is supported. So it's launching my environment here, this web app, Elastic Beanstalk. And after it completes, you will see that health check will be done and it will be complete. So as you can see, it is being deployed. Now you can see the application name is taken. It's taking a while to deploy the application. So here you can also click on this upload and deploy, and you can upload the application. So that is the thing, that you have to upload the application, your code there. Otherwise, this will not actually, it will be deployed definitely, but you cannot run it that way. So you have to upload the versions there, and then only it will be running successfully. And as you can see that it is failed to launch environment because your code is not there, that I was talking about. The platform is there, but the code you do not have, so you have to code it. So that is why it is not being able to launch your environment. So that is it about the Elastic, actually the Beanstalk service that is available in the AWS for various application versions. And also you can search for ECS, the Elastic Container Service. Here it is. So here also you can create some repositories. The cluster means a bunch of the containers you can create. You can give the cluster names, and definitely it is for the container. So here again the Docker container should be there, and there you have to specify the Amazon S3 instances as well, specify a namespace. So this is a cluster group that you have to create here, and you can deploy some codes there also, like the in the container that we do. So as you were seeing, there is a lot of option available in the AWS for building the scalable web applications. So using these various tools, you can actually build your own web applications. You have to code it first, and then you have to deploy, make and deploy the applications using this web applications feature in AWS, consisting of the Beanstalk and the ECS. So as we are moving towards the cloud more and more, we are transferring the data more and more towards the cloud. So these web apps and mobile apps, these app deployments with the IoT devices, all this will grow day by day. Say every web application, like any food delivery or any like cab service, that is also dependent on some apps. So we are using apps daily in some mobile, and we are browsing, we are opening a web browser using, say, any type of app service there. So it is related to our daily life, so we cannot just avoid these app services. So this is an integral part of our daily life, like the cloud. So this is the future of our networking and cloud services, and it is building more and more day by day, and it is taking help of these web app applications. So I have discussed all these things with you already about the scalable web applications on AWS using Beanstalk and Elastic Container Service, and also I've shown you how to actually practically deploy using the various AWS options. I hope that it was very informative for you, and it will be helpful for you for your studies for AWS Solution Architect Associate examination, and also you can deploy the web applications in the production environment also. So I thank you all for joining this webinar once again, and I'll come with some new topic next day. Till then, take care and bye.